Okay, good afternoon, class. Let us continue our discussion about the series and parallel circuit. Okay, so this time we will discuss about parallel circuit. So, like series, there are also rules under parallel circuit. So our first rule is one. The potential drops of each branch equal to the potential rise of the source. That means the total voltage is the same across each of the loads. That's why V total here is equal to V1 equal to V2 equal to V3. Next is the total current is equal to the sum of currents in the branches. Okay, that's why I total is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So meaning to say the current across each of the loads, okay, either a resistor or a lamp or whatever load, okay, the individual current depends, the individual current drops is different depending on depends on the amount of power or the resistance of each of the loads. Okay, but what is important here is we do not have constant amount of current in each of the loads. Okay, it will always vary if in case that we don't have the same amount of resistances across each of our loads, or let's say resistor, if we have connected the resistor. That's it for the current. So next, for the resistance, the inverse of the total resistance of the circuit, also called effective resistance, is equal to the sum of the inverses of the individual resistances. So this is the formula in getting the amount of resistance. 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3 and so on. So depending on how many resistors connected in the circuit. This is for the current. And then if we have only two resistors, the unreciprocated expression is reasonably simple. So R total is equal to R times R2 over R1 plus R2. For this sometimes goes by the mnemonic product over sum. So for only two resistors, but if we have, for example, equal resistance, for example, R1 is equal to 20 ohms and R2 is equal to 20 ohms. We just use 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R times N. R total is equal to R over N. Okay, for example, we have 20 ohms, 20 ohms, or 320 ohms. and connected in parallel. So how much is the amount of resistance? So 20 over 3. So that will be the total resistance. Take note that in parallel circuit, the total resistance must always lower than the smallest amount of resistance value connected in the circuit. That is the rule. Okay, so for example, we connected 3 resistors here. For example, let's say we connected 7 ohms, 15 ohms, 15 ohms. Let's say those are the resistances, but this time we connected the bulb. Okay, we connected the bulb. The total resistance must be lower than the smallest amount of resistance connected in parallel. Okay, so let us simulate the parallel circuit. Let's say this one, switch this one, and switch this one. Okay. This bulb 20 watts. Now 20 watts has a resistance of what? So how to get the amount of resistance here? So you just divide. Divide 15 volts into 1.88. So that will be the total resistance. So that would be 7 point something. Okay, and here it could be 15 point something, something like that. Okay. 9.939 divide 15 divided 0.939 or 939 amperes. 15 volts divided by 0.939 amperes will be 15 point something, or 15 point something. Okay, so the total resistance is 15 point something. It must be lower than 7. Okay, because the lowest amount of resistance here, let's use the calculator. If you use the previous formulas presented, so 15 divided by 1.88 it is 7.97 by 7.97, and we multiply that into 2 so that we can get the resistance across 10 watts, diba? So times 2 yan, 15.95. so meaning to say the resistance here is 15.95, and here is 7 point divided by 2. Divide natin yan para bumalik sa 2. Okay, divided by 2. Yan, 7.97. So 1 over 7.97 let's add a text here. And add text. Okay, so let's say 1 sorry over then text. Okay, 1 over 7.97 1 over 7.97. So our total is equal to